Hello, I am live right now. We are going to see, we're going to have a quick chat with Vincent of Dreamhouse-Ikiryo, of course. So we're going to see if he makes it in because we were trying to do a live on IG and it was terrible. It did not work, did not happen. And see, that's why I only do my lives over on YouTube because I just do not have good luck with all these other avenues anymore. Facebook sucks. IG ain't that great. TikTok is okay, but I'm just a little too much for the TikTok crowd. I'm just a little too much for the TikTok crowd. But it just would not work. So let's go ahead and see if we can make this happen over here. Cause I'm a bounce backer type of person. I'm a bounce. What is doing this? I'm a bounce. I'm gonna make it happen. I'm gonna see what I can make happen. Hey, Alicia. You the first bow time. Let's see if we can make something happen. Let's see if we can make the magic happen. Ooh-wee. Hey, Jessica. Hey, D'Angelo. Hi, Grace Knight. Come on in. Come on in. See, that's what I'm talking about. Right? I'm sitting up here trying to use that little IG system and no, thank you, no business. It did not work. So we are here back here. We're waiting to see if Vincent's off. It's storming. Is it snowstorming or is it just storming? Because it's supposed to, we're supposed to have a snowstorm. I am low-key excited because if it happens tomorrow night, that means I might have to call school off on Thursday, which means I have a 5-day weekend because I'm off Friday and Monday because we have a midwinter break. But if we don't have to go to school on Thursday, yes. And yes, we would have to make it up. Yes, it has always been problematic, right? Okay. Hey, Anisha. So let me tell y'all, I was trying to send off some packages today. Honey and what D, can you talk to your people in Chicago? Tell them stop closing up early. What is up with y'all with your people? Right? What is up with your people? That they just stop, they just close up. They be like, you know what, we out of here. We are out of here. Because I'm just saying, I'm just trying to drop some stuff off that I don't even need them. I just need to have a window open that I can just drop the stuff off. It's already got the postage on there, and I can't even get in. I'm like, hello, is this? Come on now, right? Oh, see, the good thing is I live in Chicago, and we have actually, because I went the day before I left town. You could go straight to what is it, the State Department, or whatever it is, whatever is over the passports. We actually have a passport office here in Chicago. So like if you are going on a trip and you need a passport right away, like you can go in and make an appointment, but you have to be less than 2 weeks out of your trip, and then you can go in and they get them to you, baby. You get them in that same day. You go, you'll go in the morning, give them all your paperwork. They say the paperwork is good, and then by the afternoon or the next day, depending on when you're flying out, you can get it. Oh my goodness! Why, hello, Vincent. Can you say something so I can see if I can hear you?
Can you hear me?
Of
Can you
course,
hear me?
I can. Not as good as I would like to. Hold on. Let me see if this will work better. I am easy breezy. Hello, everybody. Hello, hello. Let me see if my Bluetooth is on. The Bluetooth is on. Now let me see if this works this time with you. Because yes, the last time they wouldn't even work.
What's up, D'Angelo?
Okay, say something, Vincent.
It's good seeing you, D'Angelo. I haven't seen you in a minute.
Say something, Vincent. Let me see
Hello,
if they're coming
Valencia.
through. What's going on? It is something with StreamYard that it won't connect to my. I'm connected, but I can't get it to connect. This is weird because I've done this before, so I could hear better. But now it won't work. Okay, anyway, I can hear you well enough.
Did Valencia or D'Angelo hear me?
Oh, I can hear you. It's just low. It's not as loud as I would like it to be.
Maybe I should sit closer.
That helps a little bit. Thank you. Are you on your way to are you about to leave the country again, sir?
In 2 weeks, yeah.
That's what I thought. You about to leave us. No, they can hear you. They can hear you fine. So it's just me.
They can hear me? Okay.
Oh,
All
yeah,
right.
they can hear you fine. And I can hear you pretty good. If I say, just know I can, Looking dapper as always. You see, I put on some lipstick. I put on a little lip balm just so I could feel like I had done something for you, Vincent. For you. All right. So, how many more days you got on your sale, man?
9?
9 days.
Next Wednesday? Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Well, 8.
Okay. Okay. So, if you all have not ordered your stuff, you need to get to ordering if you buy it. Now, I'm okay. Here's what I'm gonna say though. I'm a little mad at you. You don't care? Okay, fine.
I'm waiting to hear the reason.
Because you keep pulling out some new stuff, and then I'm like, I can only maybe afford a bottle. And you just keep saying, hey, sending out something else saying, hey, I got another fragrance. So what's these other new fragrances that you have put out?
Well, part of me, I'm trying to do them before. I mean, I'm sure you got the info about the website. So I'm trying to put a few things out before the website is shut down.
Oh, you're gonna shut down when you go out of town?
No. My web host lost their damn mind. They want to now charge me 3 times more than what I'm paying per year.
What?
So I'm like paying $180 per year. Now they want to charge me over $500 per year. So I'm like, oh hell no.
But you
So
know what? That's like StreamYard did the same thing. They went up from $20 a month to $45 a month.
Yeah. 40. One person said $49 a month.
Yeah, it's something like 49 or something. All I know is when I saw that new money come out, I canceled it. So this is free. I'm on free StreamYard now.
So yeah, I'm working with my nephew to get a new server.
Okay.
To get the website up, hopefully in April.
Right, when after you come back from and you back in good.
Yeah.
Okay, so basically you telling us that we really need to get our stuff because we're gonna be on Dreamhouse withdrawal for a minute.
Well, if you want to call it that, I mean, it's just I was wondering about
The sale is not over. It's not over till the 19th, uniquely beautiful. So go on and order your stuff because you have not missed the sale. So if you had the majority of us who are in here right now know we got 20 people in here. If you don't know Vincent, come in and say hello. And if you have some questions for him, go ahead and ask.
Yeah, I actually wanted to use this as like a Q&A thing. So, anybody can ask me questions.
Yes. Any questions you have besides, anything about our sartorial and dapper friend. Let me tell you. So you heard about the whole issue I had at work? While we're waiting to see if anybody's got any questions, you heard about my issues with my job. So they did pay me for that day after they sent me a little email saying, going forward, you won't be.
You won't
Okay,
be
so here
what?
we got a question.
The Venusian is one. The Venusian.
I'm trying to think. What would I think would be dark and witchy vibes besides Venusian? Let me think. Let me think. Oh, succubus.
No, no.
That
Succubus is too bright.
succubus is. I'm sorry, she's sexy and witchy to me. She's giving sex witch.
Cherry, Beija Flor, Unwin.
Hi, King Morgan. Hi. I'm sorry, uniquely beautiful. How are you? Hey, Mark. Mark says Medusa non-floral.
I would say the Venusian, Chapeau Rivet.
Chapeau Rivet.
It doesn't necessarily give off witchy vibes, but close would be mood enhancer.
Okay, I can see that. Now, Alicia wants to know, will you be making any dark, oody, spicy scents?
Dark, oody, spicy scents. Yes, I made one about 6-7 years ago that I haven't released yet. And even though the name and the 2 notes in it don't necessarily speak spicy, it smells spicy. So I don't know why, but one day I was sitting around and trying to think of in something to pair with oud. I happened to be drinking a root beer at the time. So I just said to myself, root beer and oud, okay. So I made a root beer accord, and then I made a scent called root beer, spelled R''OUD, beer.
Okay. So now they're saying Medusa gives cauldron smoky vibes.
I can see that. It's very dry.
Yes, it is.
Because of the stone accord. You know what else gives off a dark witchy vibe is Ghost Dance.
Okay, I can see that.
I'd say Ghost Dance more than I'd say Succubus. Will you be making any fragrances with strong tuberose? I do have fragrances with strong. She could tell you that.
I'm trying to think which ones have the strong tuberose.
I have Rotten Flowers.
Yes. And
then
you
there's
just
going
came
to
out with
be
them.
Eventually there's going to be a follow-up to Coralie.
To which one?
Coralie. Don't sound so surprised. I sent you a sample of it, remember?
No. I'm just excited. I'm excited. You know what? I have Evelyn Cecile, and I have not worn that in forever. Oh, and Mark wants to know, are samples of the new Fugue available soon when you come back?
They're available now.
He said they're available now. Mark, what's up? What's up with you?
Yeah, just ask.
Right. So, like,
I haven't listed it because I haven't rebranded it yet.
Okay. So Mark sent him a message because you Mark, you wanted to you know who you are now because you ordered enough. So let him know you want to get a sample of it. See, this is what happens when you see this is what happens when you hang out and know people. You got to know people in high places with the fragrances. He said, did the formula change at all?
Just a little bit. Um, that pineapple note changed, um, because the chemical that I use for that pineapple note, um, I wanted to change it a little bit because it's the exact same chemical that they use in Aventus.
Okay.
And that was the reason why I pulled it in the first place, because, I just was tired, does it smell like Aventus? And so just trying to
Yeah.
dissociate myself from the Aventus thing, period. Yep, hang
Okay.
on.
So somebody wanted to know. Okay, wait a minute. He's coming back. Is strawberry pop a good fruity perfume, true to life, or candy like? Let me think about that.
Strawberry love pop. Well, let's try it.
That's what I'm about to go. I'm about to get it. Let me see if I can find it right quick. This is it. No.
It's not candy like.
Oh, here we go.
Um, it's definitely more on the incense side, which is what I had intended.
All right, I got mine. Okay.
Um,
Somebody say, what can we look for with the rebranding? I think he's not rebranding. He's just looking for a new web server.
when you say rebranding, are you talking about Fugue or are you talking about the website?
I think that's maybe not. Wait a minute. Look. You see him. You see how Mark is.
No, it's not available yet.
And here we go.
That, I would say, it was intended to be masculine, but as with most of the stuff that I make, it leans feminine just a tiny bit. Um, I think I put on the website that was 65 masculine, 35 feminine, but a daring lady, like for instance, the ladies who like to wear the male version of Angel, um, they could get away with that. For
Hello,
sure.
Grace Knight. Okay, so what I think strawberry love pop, no, it is not. I wouldn't think of it as like a good fruity one. It's like a musky strawberry.
To me, yeah, it's more incensey.
Okay, I can see that. But it's definitely not like just a fruity strawberry. It
No.
definitely has a different style to it, which it has
Remember,
hints of strawberry, but it's more about what the underlying things to it. So
you remember that childhood memory I told you I had about
yes.
going to my grandmother's house? Yeah, so the intention was being at my grandmother's house, and whenever I would go into her bathroom, it would smell like incense and strawberry glycerin soap. So that's kind of what strawberry love pop was intended to be.
Okay, so ask what's a good one to wear in a healthcare setting? Hmm.
Wow.
Hmm.
Masculine or feminine?
Right. That was my next question. Masculine, feminine, I would say uh Coralie.
I would say Anya Rogan,
That was the other one I was thinking too. You're right. You're right.
because yeah, it's definitely more on the fresh side.
That is very true. That is very true. Somebody said this. Hi, how are you? Perseus is singing. Now I saw that one, but it's called Perseus. I kind of like scroll past it too quick. What's the notes on that one?
Perseus. Well, I gotta look it up here. It's neroli, tobacco, musk, oak moss, and violet leaf.
That actually sounds really good though.
It's masculine, definitely.
Oh, I know it is, but
Handsome devil.
it
And
sounds like it'd be real sexy on a man though.
how is handsome devil?
That's not you, is it, Vincent, in that picture?
Yeah.
Is it?
As a
What
matter of fact, that
was
picture was
you?
taken I was standing the exact place where I'm sitting right now
Okay, okay.
against that backdrop.
So feminine for the healthcare setting would definitely
On
be that one.
Connie Rogan, yeah.
Yeah, that's definitely one. And of course, Anisha said any beige floor because that's her very favorite.
Yeah, Beija Floor is part of that email I sent out a couple of days ago, or yesterday, I guess. Yeah, yesterday. Um, when I was mentioning fragrances that I'm proud of for some reason or
Yes,
another.
I saw that. I still say Coralie could be worn in the office though, because it's got that. It's not too floral. It's not like super like duper floral. I will wear it I will wear it.
See, the thing about Coralie, both Coralie and I Have Brought You Flowers, to me, those are the types of florals that would give people headaches who are sensitive to fragrance.
Okay, okay, I could see that. See, I ain't sensitive. I'd be like, I drown myself in it. I do. I put it on my skin and I put on my clothes. I be going into work, killing them. Right? I
I
be
gave some
going in,
ladies
killing
sample
them.
blush on and they fell in love. So hopefully they order. Hopefully.
Yes, hopefully. Tell them, girl, you should get on them. Do I need to get on them? Okay.
Yeah, Blush of Dawn. I mean, for anyone who hasn't seen that email, was part of a series that I had started that was inspired by Kiki de Montparnasse. So if anybody knows the photographer from the 20s named Man Ray, and they'd seen any of his work, they will have seen a picture of a lady whose back is painted like a violin. She has the vents in her back like the vents in a violin. That lady is Kiki de Montparnasse who posed for that picture.
Okay.
So yeah, Blush of Dawn and Rose of Venus were initially part of that series, and they were named different. Blush of Dawn was called Kiki by Dawn, and Rose of Venus was called Kiki by Night. Is that
Okay.
right? Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So, so let me see what else. Any other questions before I just start rambling on with Vincent, just checking on some things, making sure we're good. So, do you have all of your costumes ready? Oh, is that it right there?
That's one of them. It's my assistant's one of her dresses.
Okay.
Um, I mean, it's not finished yet, but
How many costumes are you taking with you?
2 sets.
Okay.
Anybody ever see so this dress, I call this a Spina dress. Spina, Spina. So the reason for that, did you ever see the movie Crimson Peak?
What's the name of the movie?
Crimson Peak.
No, I haven't seen that.
So in it, Jessica Chastain wears this red dress, and the back of it has this woven fabric in it that looks like a spine. And so I kind of borrowed that and did that here. Um, do you know? So you know Circus Maximus in Rome, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So the infield, the middle of the track was called a spina, which is
Okay.
Italian for spine.
Okay. Okay.
So that's why I call this a spina dress, because of the spine.
But down the
But
spine. Okay,
anyways,
I
yeah.
got you.
But anyways,
So,
yeah, this is the back of the dress here.
okay.
Um, that's one of my coats that goes with this dress. So this is the one
Okay.
I'm wearing.
So
So
she's asking, oh my God, Vincent. Oh my goodness. The stuff
who's
just be
asking
so
what?
beautiful. I probably had something, if I could find it, I have a coat that you would be so surprised I had. Because one year I was for a party I gave for Halloween, I was the ringmaster. And I
Uh-huh.
have like a really I
I
picked up
seen a
a
picture of you.
oh, I
You
sent it to
showed
you.
me
That's
a picture.
right.
Yeah.
I did send it to you. So Mark wants to know, are there any Ikiryo fragrances that smell dark and leathery?
No,
That was
I
quick.
don't. I don't really work with leather.
Okay.
Leather is one of the notes that have been plaguing me, I guess you can say, because it's always been a pain in the butt to work with.
Okay.
Um, I did make something with suede in it. Oh, you remember that fragrance I had made that it was called From Start to Fetish.
Oh yes.
And
You sent me some other stuff.
that one is rose and suede, but yeah, I never released that one.
I found this one sitting here.
So that is going to be released later this year. It's going to be part of the Rose series. It's going to be the last one in the Rose series, the seventh one.
Okay, and so she's asking about this. So yes, when you order from Vincent, put the one that you're gonna buy, and then you put in the comments the one your free one. She wants to something about the costumes.
So these are for Carnival in Venice. Um, this is my main coat. You're right there?
I am smelling Jeanette, and I had never smelled her before. Oh my God, this is a beautiful rose.
That's the one. That's one of the contest winners.
This is the custom one you did, and then she said you could
Yeah.
do it.
Yep. She said I could release it. So yeah, I'm going to touch it up a little.
So beautiful.
That one is rose, coconut. I don't remember what else we put in that.
Oh, see, this is the problem. You keep doing this. Don't get because how many have you thrown out there this time? I think you've added on 4 or 5 new ones.
4 or 5 new ones. What you talking about?
New fragrances in the sale. You
Oh,
keep your
yeah.
because I know
And
you had cherry wood, you had melano. Those were the first ones that I thought I wanted. I definitely want melano. How do you say it? How do you say it?
Melanoy,
Melanoid. Okay, and so then what else have you put out this time that's new for me?
Cerisier de Jubilee,
That one. Mm-hmm.
Cherries Jubilees, or if you want to call it that.
Did you put some almond in it? Can you throw a little almond in it for me?
You know, I could end this like right now.
You'd be like, I'm out of here.
Hell no.
Is that I guess that's a no, huh?
That is
I
a
can't get I
hell
can't
to
get a
the
cherry almond from you, man.
Motherfuck that. Every time I say, no, thank you.
They are gorgeous. How long does it take you to create those? How long did
That took me about 2 weeks. Her bodice took me about a week.
Ooh. Ooh,
And it's leather. No, it's all leather.
What is the sparkle on it?
Rhinestones?
Mm, it is leather and rhinestones. If that does not say, okay, you know what that looks like? And I know you're going to be like, what the hell are you talking about? But I watched this show called Young, Famous, and African. And you know how, like, have you ever watched any of these, like, reality shows? And they'll have them, okay, so in reality shows, they always have them, the commentary from the people on the show later on. And they're always in these elaborate outfits. You have Netflix?
No.
Because I'm gonna send you him. There's one guy on there called Swanky Jerry, and he's super swanky. But that I could see one of those women on there wearing that particular piece in their commentary, because they're always like super elaborate, like sort of formal but over the top, and they're always over the top no matter what show. But the Africans is really, we talking South Africans. So
Actually, my coat here. So
Swanky would wear the hell out of that.
all those red appliques, that's African lace that I just cut out and apply to it.
I'm about to take a picture of you, and I'm gonna inbox it to Swanky. Right. Yeah, Swanky is Nigerian, but the show is based in South Africa. Have you ever watched Young, Famous, and African? Honey, it is hilarious. But yes, because they got a new season. But it's like, whenever they do these type of shows, they always have them, and then they have one called Dubai Bling. See, that's more the African ladies. I could definitely see them wearing the Dubai Bling. They're a little different, they're a little more, right? I forget, how do I want to say it? Theirs is a little more formal, like traditional kind of sexy but formal. Whereas I could see one of them on Young, Famous, and African wearing that, rocking that thing. And then Swanky would definitely wear your coat. Definitely wear that coat. Definitely. I'm taking a picture. I'm gonna inbox. I'm gonna be like, Swanky, you might need to talk to him. Because he's like a stylist, and he's just like over the top. His clothes are super over the top, and he's Swanky would love that though. But from Swanky, he'll probably need a little more flow, because he likes things to flow behind him like he's some kind of, like a king or prince.
I like trains too, but because we're going to be walking around a lot, and the past few years it would rain every so often there.
Right.
Can't do trains, so.
Right.
But no, I would almost, like, all the dresses I make for my models, almost always they all have trains.
There's something about that nice little flow behind you, just looks like, you should be out there. Yes, yes.
Even if it's just a nice little puddle, as they call it.
And I'm short, but I do like for summertime, I love a good long maxi dress. And I have some that have a nice little flow to them. I love them because they just make you feel so pretty. You just feel so pretty when it's like all this fabric and everything, right?
So you remember the last time we did the live?
With JC?
And I came on with that mask?
Yes.
Okay, so that mask goes with this.
Oh. I could see that.
It's going to have feathers and everything on it.
I could see that. I could see that. I see that.
Yeah, here he is.
Ooh. Your stuff looks so like it should be in movies. Like when you're watching those, like kind of, I would like futuristic yet kind of steampunkish vibe, because it seems like it would be like in a planet It's kind of futuristic, but it still has a very primitive, very, like they're gonna be like very primal vibe to it. That's it.
I'm still waiting for that call.
Hey, hey.
So here, I got a few things I can show you. All right, hang on.
Cool, cool, cool. Girl, I live for a good maxi. And a good maxi is so forgiving.
So this is her mask and headpiece. So the feathers are going to be on this thing right here. I haven't attached them yet because obviously I don't want to travel with them, so I don't want.
I was gonna ask you, are you gonna put the feathers on when you get there?
Yep, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
And this, I made this wig a few years ago, but I'm gonna do a white version of it to go with this dress here.
Yeah, I can see white would look a little bit.
Yeah. So, yeah.
So if I ever come to town, can I play? Can I do dress up in your, put on like? Can I wear one? Not the clothes. I want to wear the mask.
The mask?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can I get a headpiece? Can I get a headpiece with feathers? Ooh, like a peacocky vibe. I'd have to tell you I was coming in advance though, right now. Peacock feathers.
I got the beige floor headpiece over there. I got a couple that never been worn, but they're black.
Okay, I'm black. So my son-in-law has been calling me Pippi. Oh no, he's been calling me Snoop Dogg because he says these braids look like Snoop. Then I had a student that said I look like Pippi Longstocking. But let me just tell you a horrible story about students today. In one of my classes, I don't know what this child ate, but they passed some gas and tore up the whole room. And I do mean tore up the whole room to the point that I was like, we gonna need you to drink, whoever this is, because they wouldn't tell, thank you. That I was like, you need to drink some water or something or get a cold. I mean, they really smell like it. It was so bad we had to open the door and it would not go away. Hi, Chris. How are you? It was terrible, terrible. Okay, so hi, Chris. You're new. You've just come in. Come on in. Now, if you have any questions for Vincent from Dreamhouse-Ikiryo, feel free to put it in the comments. I'll put it up here in case since you're brand new. Have you ever bought anything from Dreamhouse-Ikiryo? Are you curious? Matter of fact, okay, so we're pretty sure that naturally Liz has not bought anything. I'm sure Liz, you haven't. Grace, do you have any Dreamhouse-Ikiryo? Uniquely beautiful. You said you're gonna get some, right? Dude, that's what I'm saying. That was the whole problem. It was terrible. It was terrible. But so if you have not, why haven't you? Be like, what's wrong with you now? Be like, what? Oh, that's right. Okay. That's right. You, Chris. I couldn't tell because Okay, so you have 4. Which ones you getting now? Oh, which ones do you have? Okay, so Grace, what are you thinking about you want? We gonna work out these orders for y'all right now, right here. What you getting?
And you're welcome to ask.
I know I wouldn't. Didn't I send you some, Liz, to try? Because I thought I sent you some when I sent you some stuff. This will be your first purchase. I know I'm like putting folks' business out here. Girl. My daughter started at a new school, a new job. And she started last Friday. And she
Started
came
at
in.
a new school, a new job. She's a teacher.
She's a teacher, so now she's teaching middle school history. Because she was the school that she was at was just terrible. The one I was at, and so and so she just ooh, okay. She congratulations on starting your daycare, girl. I love it. I can, but the first day there, they said without a computer, without everything. So what you teaching? Didn't know what classes, had never been in there. They were like, so okay, you start today. This is what they do to people now as teachers.
It's almost like they're pigeonholing her and setting her up for failure.
Yeah.
Chris, I want to know what you think of that mood enhancer.
Oh, okay. So Chrissy wants to know what you think about mood enhancer. She says, I don't like gourmands. Okay, so that's who we said she's going to get on erosion.
Yeah.
And anything else kind of?
Do you think Beija Flor is gourmand because of the
I don't
milk
think so.
and the
No,
coconut?
no. It's more of like I mean, it has the coconut, but it's not a gourmand. Not at all. So that's.
And even though Japot Reveille is floral, it does have a gourmand backbone to it.
It does, but
Um,
it does, but it doesn't. It does, but it doesn't. I
it's
find it,
it's deceptive.
yeah. So he said Orange Moonshine was my first. Okay, so he got 6 more he still wants. Okay, okay. And then of course our girl Bar Bright.
Do you? Is there any other? Yeah, you missed. I don't know if you were here earlier when I mentioned that I made a. At first, it was a joke, but I made a oud fragrance that was oud and root beer. And I call it rude beer. So I might be releasing that sometime in the future. I do though want to get back to that series though, because you know, I kind of think I was onto something with that. There's one I made very feminine. It's called Nude, N apostrophe OUD, Nude.
I'm looking around because I have your the ones you sent me recently in a little baggie, but I don't know what I did with it. Mm-mm-mm. Okay. Okay, he said it's light and sweet to me.
Okay. Yeah,
Oh,
that one I really like. That one kind of snuck up on me as far as something I didn't expect it to be, but ended up really liking it. I'll get strong love New Zealand and bees. And yes, that's why I started a daycare. They do us preschool teachers
oh,
dirty.
they really do preschool teachers bad. They make the least amount of money. They do not pay preschool teachers enough.
Yeah.
It's terrible what they. Okay, so what do we so what we recommend was on erosion.
Honey Rogan.
On Rogan. And what else?
Lucia.
Lucia. That's a good one. Ooh, Lucia, I got that out someplace too.
Do you want feminine or do you want
She
something
said
that
feminine.
nothing unisex, nothing leaning unisex?
Yeah, she said more feminine leaning.
Okay,
I
so
would
yeah,
say honestly, which wouldn't be too bad, is Blush of Dawn.
Blush of Dawn, yeah.
Blush of Dawn is nice because it's rose, but it's like that watery, so it's not too much of it. It's not too much.
Swan Maiden.
Yeah, yeah, yes.
Swan Maiden, Rose of Venus. Although Rose of Venus is really
No, Rose of Venus is too dark for a healthcare
it's
setting.
heavy. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I will go with Blush of Dawn, Oni Rogan. Definitely Swan Maiden could be definitely one.
Apple Rum Jasmine.
Mark just got him a few more samples. You know what? You don't the hype about sugaring. Don't play. Don't mess with. Don't mess with me and my boozy peach cobbler. Listen, if I can like a gourmand, it makes it special because we know I'm not a gourmand lover.
Speaking of which, stay tuned. October. The very first fragrance I ever made 10 years ago. I'm going to release it finally.
I want the first bottle.
It is called Tarte aux Pêches, which is French for peach cobbler.
What kind of notes are they?
What are the ingredients of a peach cobbler?
Oh boy. I think I'm spelling this right for her because she asked for the spellings.
So
So we
peach,
said Blush of Dawn, Blush of Dawn, Swan Maiden,
Ani Rogan.
I got that one. You know what? Honestly, what do you think about Mood Enhancer?
Apple Rum and Jasmine.
Apple Rum and Jasmine, but we're trying to stay away from the jasmines, right? I would think Mood Enhancer because it's not as strong as Mood in the Mood, but it has that kind of bubbly, fresh kind of vibe to it.
We
Put
also
that one in.
said Beija Flor.
Yep, so I'm gonna put that one down too. I'm trying to type them into the comments for. And Beija Flor. So these are the ones that we said would be good to check out. There we go.
It's a little fruity, but Anwen.
Yes, I am dying. And let me tell you, because I've had some peach cobblers, I've tried other ones, and they've been a little too much on the brown sugar. It was like brown sugar with a little peach in it.
So there's two more I can suggest. Anwen. Yeah, you're gonna like this one. Anwen and Coronas de Toussaint.
Coronas de Toussaint, you're right. That's a good one for someplace because it's not too much of anything. What's that say? Oh, is that the one you're gonna come out with? Your original?
Yeah, this bottle, I mean, this juice in here is like 10 years old, and
now you know the juice doesn't last for 10 years. Haven't you heard?
This
you know how people be like, yes, kind of
I should send you a sample of this. So yeah, peach, milk, brown sugar, cinnamon.
Oh.
Basically, it's a spicy peach. It's cinnamon peach.
Okay, so good evening. We got this one, Vivian Escalana. Good evening, enjoying this. Venus Rosa. I'm assuming she's saying Rosa Venus is what type of perfume? Question mark. Rosa Venus is a dark, sexy rose with some incense in it. See how I got all deep on it? I was like, Rosa
she
Venus.
sure is. Mm-hmm.
And that's how she said. That's what she's. The way I sounded is the way she is. Dark, sexy
if
rose.
If you want to get the follow up is the Venusian, which is even more darker and more sexier.
Now, if you're thinking about strawberry pop, Lashana, we were saying it's like a musky strawberry. It's not going to be giving you an incensey, musky. strawberry. So it's not going to give you like strawberry soda or anything like that. You have to
No.
be ready for a more
It's a more
it,
mature
it's a
strawberry.
more mature
Yeah,
strawberry.
it's
That's
not
I
a
was trying
girly.
not to say it like that,
Yeah,
but it
it's not
is
girly.
because it's not giving you like um girly or anything like that. It's giving you womanly. If, if a woman, this is like a woman's strawberry, as opposed to like kind of young, fun, flirty, and everything. This is
Yeah,
no, I'm wearing strawberry.
it's not a Bath and Body Works strawberry.
Not at all.
Yeah.
Not at all.
Um,
Supposedly Bath and Body Works is trying to do better. I don't know because I haven't bought any Bath and Body Works since 2023. I'm so proud of myself to say that.
yeah,
And then Mark can't bother me anymore.
yeah. I was on the I didn't do Bath and Body Works. I did Lush for a while, but
Hmm.
I kind of fell out of favor with Lush.
Did they block you like the elemental blocked me?
No, no. It was like I was using the soap, one of the soaps once, and I kid you not, this thing literally felt like it just melted in my hands once it got wet.
Their soaps do that. I've had one like that happen to me.
It
It's
was
like
the most
you get
bizarre
like
thing.
maybe 4 uses, maybe 5 if you're lucky, and then it's gone. Because I bought one and I was like, okay, so it wasn't just me because it was like all this money for this soap and it couldn't last it that long.
Yep,
What?
yep.
I think Ghost Dance will do well in the snow too. Because this supposed we're supposed to be having. I know another elemental shot. Hey, I forgot about the elemental. Y'all brought it up, and I just had to remember. I remembered him blocking me. And actually, he's had some fragrances that I thought were sounded kind of good. I was like, "Fuck that nigga." I mean, I'm sorry, but that's what I thought, and I can say it because I'm black. Hello, okay. Um, Ghost Dance would be good because that's another one of my favorites. That's one of my favorites. For the time of year. Definitely one of my favorites. But J. Paul Revere has really
Ghost Dance actually came out in the same series with Strawberry Love Pop.
okay.
Yeah, because they both came out together.
Hey, I was trying to be nice, but then they asked me, so I had to tell the story because I was leaving that man alone. I left him alone for 2 years. You know what happened with me and him, right?
Yeah,
Right, because you was around then.
yeah.
Right. The one that blocked me. Well, he's one of the ones who blocked me. Personally, I've been blocked before. There's on my personal page on Facebook, I used to get blocked all the time. Between getting blocked and Facebook putting me in jail.
Yeah, no,
By the way, you've come up in my friend suggestion on Facebook. I won't send you add a friend because I didn't want you to feel like I was stalking you. You come up in my suggestions all the time. And I said, no, I'm not going to send him one. Because he going to be like, this LuuLuu, she's starting to become a stalker.
well, I wasn't thinking that. So
Because I mean, I'm already stalking D'Angelo. So I don't want you to think I'm stalking you too. Because I have your address too.
mm-hmm.
I just thought about that. I do have your address.
Yep.
Look, I'm gonna start knocking on people's doors. Hey, I'm telling you, I'm just gonna come to the Bay Area. I'm just gonna come and visit you and JC. I'm gonna look. I'm gonna like send y'all a little message. Hey, you want to do a live tomorrow? Are you home?
Yeah.
I'll be at your door. Now this is true. His price point is a little high, but okay. I'm just gonna say this, and I don't mean to be mean, but okay, I'm not trying not to be mean. But some people be putting out these luxury prices and don't nobody know who you are. You wonder why you ain't selling nothing. I get that you should price where you think you should be, but I'm just not willing to like somebody I've never heard of spend $300 on a bottle. It's just not gonna happen. Right? Hello. We just been discussing, Michael. Are you buying? Have you bought anything this sale? Are you planning on it?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. As a matter of fact, his order is going out tomorrow.
Oh, okay. Well, then never mind.
Yep.
Oh, that's right. Because he said he was getting J. Paul Revere and something else, didn't he? I think he
He
told me
got
that.
Jeporve, Eidolon, and the Venusian. He's one of the winners.
Oh, he won!
He won a bottle.
Congratulations,
So
Michael! Congratulations!
he didn't know that. I'm just putting that out there right now. He didn't know that. So
Well, look at this. We know now. Congratulations, Michael. So you won. Yeah. Ooh. You
so
about
yeah,
to smell real sexy. Oh,
he won a
tell me
free bottle.
how that Venusian smells on you, Michael, because I think men should get it. I think Rosa Venus and Venusian smell just sexy on a man. I like a man in rose. It's giving portrait of a lady, but with a sexier
That's
vibe to it.
and that's going to be the next rose scent. It's going to be a masculine rose.
Ooh.
So there's going to be 7. 5 of them are already out.
Right.
16 is going to be a masculine rose. It's
Ooh.
called Mars Amaro,
Oh, you know what? You sent me that a long time ago.
which
I
means
have
Mars.
that one.
Yeah,
If I can find my bag. Hold on. Let me see if I can find that
it's a
bag.
very mineral like rose. And the name is to suggest Mars in love with Venus, hence Rose of Venus.
You sent that to me a long time ago because I've had that one for a long time. That sample, because I was just looking at my samples that you've given me, that I still have. Because like a few I've sent out to people, like once I got the full bottles, I've sent them out for people to try. But I know I had that one because I know that one wasn't out. But I remember that name because I was looking at it like, I wonder if he ever gonna bring this one out. Good to know. If I could find it, I'd tell them what it smelled like, right? Okay, no, 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 Chris, we're gonna change your mind. We're gonna change your mind. Send me your address. I'm sending you some. Send me your address. I'm sending you some. How about that? You're gonna be like, ooh, cause look, you're welcome. I'm so glad.
Right on, brother.
He gonna post you up on TikTok too. You know what? I'm not holding out, Mark, but he sent it to me like when I first met Vincent, when he had sent me a bunch over time. But D'Angelo, if I find it, I'm sending it to you. Oh, dang, your box is already concealed. Never mind. I'm sending him something. I was going to throw it in there for him to try. Sorry. Sorry, my bad. But you
Well,
should try the
yeah,
Venusian.
D'Angelo, if you buy something from me, I'll send you a sample of it.
Right. No, that Moonlight Rose does not smell like it. Okay. Yeah, I did. Yeah, I'm sending you something. Oops, I let that. That was one of the packages that I was sending out today. But my janky South Side in the hood, post offices close willy nilly whenever they feel like it. I have literally gone to a post office here in Chicago, like to drop something off. It was like 10 o'clock in the morning. The guy was standing outside. He said, "Yeah, we ain't open." This happens a lot in Chicago, especially since the pandemic. You can go, you can go, you can go to a post office and they just closed. It was like people was like looking outside, and then the man was out. There was a post office truck out there. He was like, I don't know what to tell y'all because people were trying to get to their post box, their mailboxes.
Yeah.
They had locked up the whole place. It was 4 o'clock.
Is it a local post office?
It was one of the locals. So, they just close up. Sometimes they don't open. The main post office is always open.
Yeah, they probably going to a Bulls game.
Right? Yeah, supposedly, they just, people don't show up, so they just can't open up. Night, Liz.
So
Nice.
D'Angelo, if you do, I'll send you a sample of Mars Amaro, and I'll send you a sample of Mortuary Rose, which is going to be the last rose, the one I told you about, that Jeanette's fragrance. That's what it's called. So
Oh, I already love that one. That one's so pretty.
yeah, I kind of had to hint that I really wanted to release that one, and she sent me a message and said, "Yeah, you can go ahead and release it." So yeah, I'm at least gonna, give her like a co-credit with helping me to create it.
Okay. They said, Alicia said she has 20 of yours. I don't even know how many I have anymore, Vincent. I mean, honestly, my little area for yours is overrun. It's overrun. It's okay. It's a good thing. I'm okay with it.
Yeah, you can move all that other stuff to the side, out the way.
That's JC right next to you. You know what? When you order, how many samples can she ask for? So you
3.
can ask for 3 grays. If you're not sure about what you want, I would suggest you put your choice. Or if there's any 3 that sound lovely to you, just go ahead and put those 3 down.
Is she ordering
You
just
say
samples,
you
or is
said
she
kick JC out, move JC over.
is she ordering just samples, or is she ordering a bottle
I think
and
she's
ask?
ordering a no. She said she wants to order a bottle and then she wants some samples. That's why she was asking. So, what some samples will you send me when?
So okay, so if she orders a bottle, she can get a free sample, but she can also list what samples that she would like, because a sample pack is also part of
Oh,
the
right. Because he's
prizes that
doing
I'm offering during the con.
right. So, did you hear that, Grace? So, he's going to be list the
But
sample that you want, and then 3 samples in case you win.
the rules are on the website that she can.
Okay.
Yeah,
Because I remember the first time I ordered from you, there were no rules. There was no.
yeah, no. I start about 6 months ago. I started listing them.
Right? Because let me tell you something. That first sale that you had that I ordered from, I remember I sent Jerry a text. I said, "What kind of bullshit you lying? Ain't nothing for free. Ain't no BOGO on here. I can't find nothing." Okay, how do we ask for samples with purchase? Because if she orders, then she can
So
put like the sample that she wants.
so yeah. So again, during in the checkout, in the box in the comment section, when you're doing the buy one get one, list the bottle that you want for free, list a sample that you would like, list a bottle that you would like if you were a winner, list 3 samples that you would like if you were a winner, list your favorite note if you're, just in case you're the grand prize winner, and then say LuuLuu sent me, and spell sent SCENT.
Yeah, we do a lot around here. And here, just everybody, when y'all go and put your favorite note, just put tuberose. Let's just throw tuberose in there. Tuberose, okay? That's all I know. No, and let me see. If I wanted a fragrance made for me, no, I'd have tuberose. Yeah, it would. Yeah, it would. I don't know. Maybe I'm going to do something different. Yeah. You know what I would want though? Maybe like a different type of tuberose. I don't think I have a plummy tuberose. Oh, I do. Speaking of that, I still have my stuff from you. I have never, because I didn't know what to do with it. Oh, it smells so good. Lori, okay, so you ordered apple rum and jasmine. What did you order your free one? What did you want for free? So the question is, how do I like use this?
It's been so damn long. I can't remember if that's a base or it's a fragrance. Is it a base?
I don't know. It's been so long, I don't remember. I just had it up here because I was like, let me tell you something. When you said, first off, when you did it, I was surprised. And I was like, sometimes when people give me stuff, I'd be like for instance, to finally
Why were you
open
surprised?
because it was like such a kind gesture. So I'm always like, so when people do things like this for me,
You and Jerry asked me to do that.
I know, but I didn't think he was really gonna do it. I just thought we was talking. I didn't know Vincent was gonna sit around, turn around, and take the notes and then make something out of it. I didn't know, but
Vincent,
I know it was tuberose and plum because I
Vincent,
remember saying tuberose and plum. And I think
Vincent,
you said something about that I could
Vincent,
do.
Vincent is a man of his word.
Yes, sir. You
Huh,
came up in the camera for that one. You
huh.
came up in the camera for that
Yeah,
one. You like, let me make this clear.
sure enough.
Clear to you.
Sure enough.
Apple rum and jasmine. I'm just saying. I'm telling y'all, if y'all like that little angel sherry vibe, you need apple rum and jasmine because it's an elevated one.
So does that smell really strong or does it smell?
It's very strong. I think it's the base. Whew, because you said I could put it in something. He's like, you said something like,
Yeah.
let me just put a little on. It's been so long since I put it on. Right. He put the bass in his voice on me. He was like, what did I say? Okay. I should be acting like I got a job and do some work, but I've gotten now to this point where I don't bring my my work laptop home.
I mean, now they're asking for one.
Fuck them. I mean, fuck them kids. Okay. At least on my time. Ooh, I like her, I like her, I like her. I mean, you came at me hard, Vincent. I felt that. I felt that right up in here. Kind of sexy, man.
So I'm still trying to remember if that's a base or if that's a fragrance.
I don't I don't remember.
Because I seem to remember telling Jerry to get some alcohol and mix it.
Right. I remember you telling us that. So does that mean it's a base?
Yeah.
I think it is. I did say that. Let me tell you something about these children. These children have no boundaries. It's so freaking annoying to me, right? They like this is just an annoyance. Don't touch shit on my fucking desk. Don't go try to sit because kids always want to sit at your desk. And I do have a nice pink. I do have a really nice pink chair that I got for myself, a pink office chair. It's really nice and comfy. But they always want to sit in your desk. This one little girl, I had some star stickers. She took the star stickers and put them on my mug. I was like, "What is wrong with you?"
How old is she?
She's a junior in high school. I'm a high school teacher. They do this all the time. They just like
That's some
go into
kindergarten.
your thing. They have no boundaries. They think that everything they should be able to touch. It's quite maddening, because like I be telling them like I literally like now they know, but it's like one of the things you always have to say, stay off my desk, get off my desk, because they will come sit if you move her, they want to sit in your desk. Don't
Are they juniors or kindergartners?
these are juniors in high school.
No, they act like kindergartners from what you're describing.
No, they do. Listen, you know the thing that these kids do that's really annoying to me is that they hit on each other. Like they go around school hitting on each other. Boys hit girls, girls hit boys. I'm gonna get my yes, we did say that this was released before Angel Share. So they probably got a hold of it and came up with it because Killian be stealing everybody's shit. Okay, so anyway, so they hit on each other all the time. Like they just run around hitting on each other. Boys be hitting on each other and stuff. And I told them, I said, this
Hitting
is
on them,
big.
you mean physically
Yeah,
hitting people?
Yes, they hit each other. They hit each other all day. The girls hit the boys hit the girls. They do this all day long. I've told them time and time again, I said, this is really weird to me,
You know
right?
what I say? You know what I say? I say let them destroy each other.
Well, what I tell them is like, because, we're always saying stop touching on each other. And they always act like something's wrong with us. I said, you have to understand this is weird to us because we didn't do that. I said in high school, if somebody hit me, we was fighting. So to hit on each other is and like play like and run around is really bizarre to me. I call them bizarre all the time. They be thinking I'm mean, but I be like, y'all are bizarre. Y'all are some weird people. So just
You know what else is bizarre to me? I mean, I already can't stand the use of the N word, but to
sorry.
hear, but no, 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 but to hear Chinese people call each other that,
That's because they
or,
want
or,
to be
or Hispanic people,
That's because they think it's cool, I think that we did that to ourselves in some ways, because of with rap music,
yeah,
because
yeah.
they knew not to say that before. Back in the day, who do you know how many white kids I fought saying that? I was quick. I was quick. I be I used
No,
to chase little white
pop,
kids down for calling me that.
pop culture is a massive enabler and
Yes,
an encourager of rebelliousness.
yes. Everybody, and that's what they always say. They love us, but they don't want to be us. Because everybody loves our culture, but they don't want to be us. So it's like cool to do all those kind of things. But it's like what it means to be us and what we deal with. But let's say this. Speaking of Kanye, can we have a moment for him and his wife at the Grammys? Did you see it, Vincent? And what
Yeah,
are
I
your
saw it.
thoughts?
Um,
Got some.
he is one of the biggest dirt bags I've ever seen. And for her, not only allowing his wife to do that, but encouraging it and saying how much of an alpha he is in his relationship, how dominant he is, just putting it all out there, how dominant he is over his wife, not in the relationship, over his wife. I'm sorry, I don't respect people like that. I don't respect men like that. That pisses me off to the highest level of festivity. I can't
It
stand
was
shit.
like, what? Now, I don't know if this is some sort of fetish they have. I don't
If
know.
if that was her choice to go to the Grammys dressed like that, all fine and dandy. That's on her. But for him to say shit like how dominant he is over his wife,
Right,
to the point where she's subservient and a slave to him,
right.
I can't get behind shit like that. I'm sorry.
And so, because I know people in that lifestyle, there's a certain amount of it that I get, but so because I know people that I've heard and seen scary things. But my thing is this is that whether you're doing that or not, why did you have to display her like that? Right? Um, and the reason why I say that is because he could be dominant with her. He could do all those things with her. Because I have seen people out and seen that sort of dominance on the low, like because I've been around people in those, and I know a lot of fetish people, and I've been to dungeons and stuff. So I know I can spot it. Like I've seen it out, where these were a serious sub. You could tell
Yeah.
total is a total power exchange. It's definitely a TPE relationship. And the thing with Kanye, and this is what I would say, is that he is not dominant. Because a real
He's
dom
not
would
dominant.
wouldn't have
He's
to do that,
ignorant.
wouldn't do that.
He's not dominant. He's ignorant.
Well, he's not,
He's
and he's beta.
listen
He's
to me.
very
See, this is
Um,
the thing. This is the thing is I have, if you want to have that dom sub relationship in your life, that's all fine and dandy. That's your business.
right,
I do know, I myself know people like that.
right,
It's not the type of lifestyle that I want to be involved in.
right, yeah,
It's
yeah,
not the way
yeah,
I would like to treat, you know, um,
right,
a lady I'm with.
right,
Absolutely not. But this is one of my problems with what he did is bringing it out in public on a red carpet like that.
right.
You
The
are
level of
it's not
humiliation.
it's not so much a question of whether or not he's a public figure or whatever. People see that and automatically get inspired by shit like that
Yeah,
and encouraged by shit like that.
right,
And it encourages certain people the wrong way.
right. And the thing is that if that's your lifestyle and y'all have this TPE going on, because hey, that's basically what it is. You could tell they definitely got a TPE going on, and maybe humiliation is part of it. Why did you have to do it to that level and for the whole world to see? You know what I'm saying? He could have, if he wanted to show off his domination. It did not have to be to have this woman come out and take off this coat and be all the way naked, just totally naked with some little shift over herself. He didn't have to do that if he wanted to prove that he's. But someone like him who has to prove it ain't that dominant, because most people doing that stuff, they ain't trying to put that out there like that.
No, no, no,
They're
they're
not.
not.
I got a question for you. So before I forget, let me put this up so we can see it. It was very bad.
And the smug way he just stood there while she was sitting there posing, it just was just disgusting. I'm sorry,
I'm
but
glad the Grammy said y'all can't come in.
yeah, well,
I'm glad they was like,
no,
no, we're not gonna have that.
is apple rum and jazz? What is apple rum? What is the main note? um, sorry, I read that the wrong way.
You saw Willie pops out. I thought it too. Well, you
Sorry,
said it. I'm
my
glad you said it, because I was
sorry,
like,
my British ex-girlfriend was sitting right next to me, and I was thinking that when I saw that. So apple, rum, and jasmine. So the
hate to
main
read
two
it.
notes are apple and rum. The jasmine is kind of hovering above it, but yeah, apple and rum are the two main notes in it.
Your bottles are 60 ml, right?
They're 60 ml, but whenever I mix them, and pour them, I get 70 mils in them. They're sold as 60 mil. I buy
Okay.
them. They say 60 mil, but you can put 70 mil in them.
Yeah. See, the thing is, yeah, you can't take him seriously as this alpha
You know
man
what?
when you're
I
doing
don't
stuff like
give
that.
a rat's fucking ass what the fuck he's trying to project. I don't give a goddamn.
Tell us how you really feel, Vincent.
If he wants to see something, if he wants to see how to project something, he could turn around and look at my black ass mooning him. I don't give a damn what the fuck he's trying to project.
Yeah, it's just it was just really bad. But he's been so, yeah. Yeah, the mental illness is real. The mental
Yeah.
illness is
Yep.
real.
That
And to
is
be quite honest, he has been a mess since his mama died. He really has. He has been a mess. And I really do believe that he never grieved well, and he never sought help. And so he's just been in this little spiraling world. And obviously Donda held his ass together. Like, probably Donda was one of the mamas who, when he started talking real crazy, she probably smacked his ass and like,
this this is supposed to be a grown-ass man, and my mother died in 2016. I've not really accepted it that she's gone. I've not accepted it properly. I've approached it with great bitterness why she's gone. But at the same time, I know I have to move on.
Right.
My mother did keep me grounded, and that's probably what his mother did for him.
Right.
He doesn't have that anymore.
Right. And then he doesn't have her. And on top of it, he has this great wealth, which then creates this, I can do anything. And people yes men.
Yeah, it's a smoke screen.
Yeah. But then he's got the yes men who high five him for doing stupid shit. See, he doesn't have anybody around him who can hold him accountable.
And tell him what he needs to know.
Yeah.
Rather than telling him what he wants to hear.
Right. Right. Yeah, that's definitely what's happening, because the crazy shit he does makes no sense. And it's like there's no one clearly around him, but he got an entourage, he's got a camp, he's paying people's bills. So they're gonna go along with it because you don't want to lose your job. So there obviously that's what's going on, because he needs somebody to be like, what is wrong with your ass? Hell no. No, 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 no. Well, yeah, she did from that plastic surgery. So he might feel bitter. I just think he hasn't processed her death well. I don't have my parents, both my parents are gone. And so I understand the whole grieving process. I've been doing, I've had it going on for decades. But I think that his, because of who he was, he didn't get any help for it. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I am so sorry to hear that. I am so sorry to hear that, Chris. I am so sorry to hear that.
Yeah.
I am so sorry. How can we?
You
need something?
It's difficult. Like I said, I'm 9 years on down the line, I haven't gotten over my bitterness that my mother, is gone. There are times when, because see, I used to talk to my mother almost every day.
Mm-hmm.
There are times when I would do something or see something, even to this day. I would
where you think like, oh, I want to tell her.
And I'd say to myself, I gotta call my mother. Oh, wait a minute.
Yeah. I get it. Get it. Like for years, for me, we all have different ways of dealing with it. But like for me, I want to say it was almost 10 years when my mom was gone, where I didn't really celebrate Mother's Day, even though I had kids. Because to me, Mother's Day was about my mother. It wasn't about me necessarily, even though I was a mother. So like Mother's Day was like to me for quite some time. And then I finally got to this point where it was like, okay, and it was like, my kids would give me stuff and everything. Luckily they were young, but it was like, I really just wasn't all in on Mother's Day for a long time. And that was part of my grieving, was that my mother wasn't there for Mother's Day. Right.
See, my mother died a few weeks before Mother's Day. And that Mother's Day, I did grieve a little, but every subsequent Mother's Day, I know obviously my mother would want me to move on. And for that, my grandmother, her mother. And so I would always keep something that both of them would say to me in mind every Mother's Day. And the first one that told this to me was my grandmother. I called her up one day and told her Happy Mother's Day. And she said to me, well, Happy Mother's Day to you too. And I said, I'm not a mother. She said, honey, everybody's a mother on Mother's Day. So I would always keep that sense of humor, about being there, you know, their sense of humor and mine on Mother's Day.
Right. No, I get it. Yeah. So, and yeah, but that's why in some ways, I think that is part of the issues for him is that, he just, but it does not give you the right to do, because that was,
That's belittling, you know,
yeah.
and for her to allow herself to be like that or do that, all right, baby, it's all on you.
Right. I mean, but I know people, but here's the one thing I will say. People keep saying that, he's forcing her to do that. I want people to get out of that habit of saying those things, because that's because of us. They do have a TPE, clearly. They do have it. And for people who don't understand, that's a total power exchange. And that's when in a dom sub relationship, when the sub gives total power to that person, which means they do anything they tell them to. And that's what they do have. Usually but in those type of relationships, the dom has to be a person who does not take advantage or do things to hurt that person in different ways, right? So that's part of it. And of course, yeah, she's in it for the money. Let's just be real, she probably is. But for her to go to that level, that's a TPE. because 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 to be in it for the money, she could walk away at this point and probably get something, just based on saying that he's been, you know, she could say he's been, emotionally abusive. She could do something like that. The way they're doing this is based on, that's a TP,
I
and
would not
and he's just
doubt.
taking advantage of her.
I would not doubt if she refers to him as sir.
Oh, most now she does. She calls him sir or something along those lines. Yeah,
Or
and
Mister.
what's so
Yeah.
And it's so interesting you said that, is it because I've been around people in those relationships, it's hard for me to call a man sir, because I immediately think about, because the funniest thing I always tell people, I wound up going to Dame's birthday party years ago. And it was it was it was so funny because all the doms there were trying to like turn me over. They was trying to, and I kept saying, the saying, I'm not into this, right? It was so hilarious though, Vincent, because it was like, it's like the doms and the subs there, they got their subs there, and everybody's like, I was just there because somebody told me to come, and I was like, cool, let me go. And the Doms were like so confused because they could not convince me. They just knew every last one of them tried to whisper in my ear and thought they was gonna convince me over to the other side. I said, y'all got me fucked up. One was like so serious. It was so funny. It was like for hours, these men they just kept trying to see could they break me. And I was like, I am not one to be broken. So y'all can stop. So eventually they finally gave up on me. Then the subs decided I was a dame. It was a hot mess for me that night. It was like, I was like, y'all people, no, no, thank you. This is my thing. And then it was like, because like they had a whole scene. Have you ever been to anything like this? They
Yeah.
had a whole scene. And I'm sitting there, and like one dime is like, isn't it, feel the power? And they turn you on. And I was like, she getting her ass whooped. Hell no. No, that ain't turning me on. I was sitting there looking at everybody like, it was fascinating though to me as a person who's not into that, but I'm really accepting of things, so I'm cool, right? So I'm sitting there like the whole time watching everything like, wow, this some shit, y'all. It's really, it was interesting to me though, because you hear about it and you see these movies about it, right? But when you really see it in person, then you really get a feel for it, right? So, oh, wait a minute, what's this? We hear this. Oh, right, because he just heard about you, so he doesn't know this inspiration for that one. I know, but go ahead.
Honestly, I would have seen that as the reverse. I mean, I would have thought everyone was more of a Valentine's Day scent, because that was intended to be when I first created it, it was intended to be a romantic scent for men. Um, and actually, it wasn't called Everyone. It was called Am Torture. But as with a lot of my fragrances, I had to discontinue that one, and eventually I re-released it because chemicals were discontinued. So I couldn't make it anymore. But I
What's
got
the
a
name
little
of
bit
your
of
YouTube
stimulation.
channel so that they can see the whole story?
Just Vincent Dreamhouse.
Oh, hell yeah, I don't like the corset bottles. So if you look up Vincent Dreamhouse, he has the whole story that he
Yeah,
did
for
for one.
everyone. Yeah, that was pretty fun to do. I might do another one too.
I wonder if I got an email from work. I don't know. I don't check my email till like 8 o'clock. Well, 7-ish in the morning. Yes, I love the story. Remember, it was like the whole series. So for one, when he brought out Every Win, he did a whole story.
My computer's bugging.
Oh
I don't know
yes,
why it's doing
in his interview with Steven, that was the first time we saw you when you had the
that.
mask. Well, did you have a mask on in that video when you met him?
No,
Yes, there was something you had on.
no.
There was. I'm gonna find the one I saw.
But no, Everyone. When I released it, uh, um, it was accompanied by a murder mystery story I did that kind of had an elven theme to it. Um, and yeah, that was pretty fun to do. It took a lot of energy out of me, but I'm seriously tempted to do another one in the future.
Well, like the book you showed us, that was amazing.
With all the drawings,
Yes,
yeah.
that was amazing.
Um, those are on the. I think I still have those on the YouTube page, um, as well as the interviews. I think there was an interview with the owner of Perfumology.
Yeah,
Um, the final solution, which was
right.
a collage of everybody's clues. Because remember, you did one, and I think
I
yours was
did a
patchouli.
clue. I did a clue for what was mine for pineapple because I used
Patchouli.
kajal.
Patchouli.
Hmm?
Patchouli.
No, I thought mine was because I did something with pineapple. I thought
There's no
was it?
pineapple in the fragrance. Yours
Oh,
is
patchouli.
patchouli.
Okay, let me say I'm wrong. Okay, I don't remember what mine was, but I remember doing it. I was so excited. I was
Yeah.
like, I'm part of Vincent. That's when I was still like, let me be honest. Back then, I was still like in awe of you at Vincent.
Back then,
Now you're just my friend. There's a difference. Then I was be like, oh, it's Vincent. Oh, now I'd be like, Vincent, what's up? See, you my friend now.
you better ramp up that oddness. Yeah, where did all the oddness go?
We've transcended oddness. Oddness would make me be a little like stumble about how I was talking around you. Now,
You want to okay? So the the documentary I'm doing on Carnival. Um, One of my models, I was saying to her how I've never ever been starstruck by someone, um, except for these two ladies I interviewed in Venice last year, because they're the two who really got my interest ramped up about doing the documentary. And
Mhm.
so finally meeting them in person, I was just awestruck. Not only was I awestruck, I was dumbstruck because I kept dropping shit and forgetting things I needed to say and questions I
You were
needed
not, wait a
to
minute,
ask.
you were not the suave, dapper
Oh,
Vincent.
no, 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 no. You might as well call me Norbert.
I would agree with that.
Thank you.
You are the gothic, semi-gothic, very steampunkish, very unique guy. Who told us who told us when we asked you when you first had a pair of jeans was with you made your own jeans. Only Vincent. Only Vincent. You're
Yep.
like the you remind me of my brother in some ways, just because you're a pure artist, and my
He's a
brother's a pure
artist,
artist in
right?
his
Yeah.
way.
Yeah.
So you're just a pure artist. And so that's why I enjoy talking to you, because you are, besides the perfume, your fragrances, of course, you do all these beautiful paintings, and you're just a Renaissance person. You're a Renaissance man. You're very artistic. And it's very fun to talk to you. And at first I thought you were gonna be stuffy and annoying, and I didn't know how I was gonna talk to you, but you're actually one of the nicest people around, Vincent.
Thank you.
And you're fun to talk to.
Yeah. Um, I
Let me say
just,
this. Vincent is not Prince as a perfumer, because Prince was an asshole. I know this from Prince was an ass. Vincent can be an asshole-ish. Prince was a straight asshole. And the only reason why I know all that is because you remember Kat, that was my brother's girlfriend back in the day when she was with him.
huh.
So yeah, so yeah, there was a lot going
Well,
on with Prince back then.
my best friend at one point was Prince's guitarist when Cat was in the band.
Okay.
So yeah.
She died recently
Oh
too.
yeah. Yeah. 2 years
Yeah.
ago.
Yeah, but what the funniest thing about Kat was in the last few years, because I haven't talked to her it's been years. But when I was back in touch with her a few years ago, um, Kat had gotten this affectation of this kind of almost English accent, pretty. And I'm thinking, girl, I know you. Come on now, I know you, because Kat had a very weird family. She comes from a extremely weird family.
Yeah.
So
After she
so
I know after she left Prince, she was living in London for a while. So
right. So but she was talking about something, right? And so she's telling me, long story short, there was something that happened and my sister-in-law at the time, my brother's wife, pissed her off. And so she's on the phone with me and she's talking, and she had that little accent, and all of a sudden the real Cat came out. She was like, "Tweety, she don't motherfucking know who I am. I jump on a plane and come out there and beat that bitch ass and be back in LA before she do it." And I was sitting on the phone and was going, "Okay, now that's the Cat I know," because Cat was crazy, and she come from crazy people. So like her father was crazy. I'm gonna tell you this story, and then I got to get out of here. Her father used to think that there's something coming at him. So his whole room was covered in aluminum foil that he slept in at home. And his car had aluminum foil inside of it, and it only had little things so he could see out of, so he could drive. I cannot make this up. I've seen it. It was the truth.
so he was like the priest in the Omen that had all those Bible pages up on his wall in his room.
Yes, but he had aluminum foil, right? And so Prince was an asshole, though. Especially back then, like he had all these rules. Like when they performed in anybody's hometown, they couldn't be in the same club that he was in, because he felt like because they would be in their hometown, they would get too much attention. So they couldn't be in the same club with him, because they didn't because so to make sure that all the attention was on him.
Well, that's not entirely true because I live here and am from the Bay Area. And at one point, half of his band was from the Bay Area. And so during the his Love Sexy tour in '88, after one of the shows, he was always known for doing after shows.
Right.
And see, the Bay Area was always one of his favorite places to play in. So they did an after show at the Warfield. So if what you said was true, then they wouldn't have done that after show.
No, the after shows were fine. I'm saying like just kicking it.
Just hanging out.
Yeah, just hanging out. So it was like, that's fine. But if like, say like if he was in your town and you're just gonna be going someplace, he didn't
Okay.
want you to be in the same space with him because he felt like, he's Prince. And
well, I mean,
of course, but he's Prince.
I don't know if that was part of it or he just didn't want to be bothered with bandmates on downtime, but oftentimes he wouldn't even stay in the same hotel as they would.
No, he didn't. He didn't stay in the same hotel with them. I do know that.
They always stayed in a different hotel from him.
Yeah, they did. Like when Kat was touring with him and stuff.
Yeah.
Because he was so much shorter than Kat, she couldn't wear heels on stage.
Yeah, and it always made her look flat-footed because she had those ballet shoes on.
Ballet shoes, yeah. She hated that. She used to complain. She was like, she hated that because from her, she was used to dancing in heels, and so to wear those ballet slippers, she looked so weird on the stage with him because everybody else looks kind of cool and funky, and then she got these ballet slippers on.
Not only that, but she had big feet to begin with.
Yes, she did.
So it looked like she had swimming flippers on.
Yeah, it wasn't a cute look.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, we got some more questions?
Oh no. He's just talking about
he pulled a few people from Rick James. Another one he pulled from Rick James is a close friend of mine, Jill Jones.
I know that name. Oh, Jill Jones. I know you're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah. So he pulled Jill from the Rick James camp because Jill was singing backup for Tina Marie. And Jill and Tina were like tight. They were like homegirls.
Were they just homegirls? Okay, never mind. Anyway, let me stop.
They're just homegirls, yeah. Although Tina did jump against a couple of times.
Yeah, she crossed the street a lot.
Yeah.
All right. Let me get off of here. I got to get ready for bed. Well, so thank you as always. So make sure, if you all have any more questions, how do you want them to get in touch? Do you want them to reach out to you on IG, or just send you a message on your website?
Either IG or the people who've already ordered from me, they know I send out those emails. Because once you order from me, you automatically go on my email list. So yeah, you can just respond to any of the emails that I send out with your questions. All
right. Thank you as always, Vincent. It was good talking to you.
Thank you, everybody. Later, everybody. Thank you, everybody, for your questions.
Have a great night. All right, let me go on and get ready for bed. Bye-bye.